Well done, Ed.
Thanks.
But you've lost the new ball because you didn't answer the question last week.
Okay.
Matthew Lloyd, before you answer this question, I want to go back to the only time I reckon you have ever lost it on television.
You would have no idea how long it takes. So don't stand up and SHIT in my face now, because the way you carried on 2 weeks ago, realise how long it takes.
He had a good
and
game.
You would
We're
have
excited
no
for
idea.
you. You took a little bit of feedback on board.
Don't be a smartass.
You took a bit of feedback on board. He played really well.
You would have no idea how long it takes to develop as a player.
Did you do the wrong thing in agreeing to help Joey Daniher at Essendon?
Cara, I found the conflict really difficult to obviously be in a role like this on television and then turn up and try and help Joey at the football club. So I loved that I did it, but I couldn't wait for the season to end because of the conflict that I had as a media performer and also trying to help Joey Daniher. So did I make a mistake? Possibly, but I'm glad I did it for the experience. Good answer. Ross, Bundy, Matt Rendell had a bit of a crack at you the other day. Well, indirectly anyway. He did an exit interview with Jake Nile in The Age and he said that St Kilda would have won 2 flags had they not sacked Grant Thomas. Were you offended?
No, I laughed. You can't... Look, to get between fantasy and Matty Rendell is a dangerous place. But the facts don't speak to that either, which is 04. He spoke about they had the wood on Geelong, but you need to beat Port in the prelim over there, which they didn't do. Sydney in 2005 in the prelim, kicked 6 goals, 5 in the last quarter. So, and then in 06, they lost an elimination final to Melbourne. So you can talk about the wood over Geelong, but just take care of what's in front of you. And then, but, I mean, you can speculate and live in that world all you like.
I'm really going to enjoy the final 5 with Ross is here. Eddie, Matthew Lloyd told The Age the other day that he doesn't have sleepless nights about the 2001 grand final, but he still has sleepless nights about 1999 preliminary against Carlton. What sticks in your craw most? 2018 West Coast or the prelim last year against GWS?
To answer honestly, 2002 still is the one that gets me. But of those two, I had a really very, very, very sad summer last year after 2019. It took me a lot longer to get over than probably any other loss. 2002, I was still young in the presidency, but that one last year, it really hurt. 20 against the West Coast Eagles, they got us, they were a good side. It was just an epic, and very proud of what our boys did. But last year's one, the chance to play the Tigers in the grand final, the last 5 minutes, you can't help but just, that one hurt.
No, I can actually understand that. Good answer, thank you. Ross, another one for you.
Oh. That's my first tick ever from Cara. Have we got that recorded?
You might have a future in this game, son.
Okay.
Ross, did you botch the captaincy process after Matthew Pavlich retired or ended up the captaincy?
In relation to Mundy being appointed?
Yes, and then what happened to Mundy afterwards when you gave the captaincy to Nat?
Yeah, which we've spoken off air about, which is fine, and I'm comfortable with that. I think the real issue is when the legitimate captain's still there, just let them see it out, which is Matthew. But that happened for a number of reasons. And what I botched in the process, leading teams were in, Ray McLean, great process. It was a tied vote, and then my confirmation bias in the end, the feedback I gave supporting my choice was, I've spoken to David about it, I felt it wasn't appropriate and probably undermined his captaincy a little bit. We've covered that off because he was a great player and he deserved all the support, which he got, but it was in 2016 we fell off a cliff. Incredibly hard year. So, yeah, I certainly made a mistake and learned a lot out of that. The first one being, if the captain's there, let him continue on.
Good answer. Ed, you get the last ball.
Okay.
Now,
I'm tipping this is a googly too.
Kane Corns was fairly scathing about certain challenges facing Nathan Buckley this year, and he said that Dane Beams had left you with a massive salary cap headache. Do you take any responsibility for that?
Do I take any responsibility?
Well, I mean, collectively, did you make a blue in recruiting?
No. Things happen. Things happen from there. We don't have any issue about recruiting Dane Beams, and you only had to see his last season at the Brisbane Lions and his early period at Collingwood. Things happen. Players break their legs. Sometimes they do their knees. Sometimes they have mental health issues. No, we wrap our arms around Dane Beams. No regrets with him. He's a premiership legend of the Collingwood Football Club.
Might have a few tricky issues with your list management later in the year.
Well, you see, but who knows, Kara? There's a lot of things going on at the moment in AFL football with lists going to be cut and different things. Who knows what happens? But no, supporting a player through tough times, that's nothing we step backwards from at Collingwood, I can promise you.
Good answers, everyone. Thank you, Ed.
Good on you, Caro. Thanks.